Good morning students. In this video I am going to explain about demand paging. What do you mean by paging? It introduces the concept of loading only part of the program into memory for processing. What do you mean by part of the program? Job can be divided into different parts called pages. Only necessary pages are loaded into memory. Others are kept in secondary memory only. If there is a demand of any page, that page only loaded into RAM. Others are kept in disk or secondary memory. So that is the method we are using in demand paging. This is the first widely used scheme which removes the restriction that the entire job is loaded into the memory. Here we are not at all loading entire jobs into that RAM. Only necessary modules are loaded into RAM. So that is given here. All the pages are not accessed at the same time. Only section or particular module are loaded into memory. Others are ideal. For example, if there is any error handling modules are there, that we no need to load into that main memory. If there any error occurs only, there is a need of that error handling modules. No, so that is a one advantage, and then it is a mutually exclusive. For example, if we are using so many modules, one is an input module, one is an output module, and we are clicking the input module means that only loaded into memory. Then print output module is kept ideal in that secondary memory. Then that work is over, then again it is brought into secondary memory. Only that output modules is loaded. So what are the pages are necessary, that will be loaded. See here, this is a menu driven program. If you are clicking if a user is clicking on file menu, then that will be loaded. Other modules are kept ideal. So these are the concept used in demand paging. Another advantage, it makes a virtual memory as a feasible one, and it allows the user to run jobs with less memory. So whatever the entering job size, that much size we no need in main memory, because we are partial only loading the modules in main memory. Some of the modules only we are loading into main memory. So memory is not a problem here, and it gives the appearance that there is a infinite amount of memory available. Actually what it happen is, by using swapping method, it efficiently handles the main memory. What do you mean by swapping? Means, a job is divided into several pages. That pages are moved back and forth between the main memory and the secondary memory. This concept is called as swapping. And here also, like in page and memory allocation, we are using three tables: job 1, job table, and then memory map table and page map table. Okay, we are using some additional fields with that tables to determine three things. First one, first, if the job requested is already in memory, we have to check these three things in demand paging: whether the job is available in primary memory, and then if there any pages are modified, any content in that page is modified, and then third one, whether it is used recently. So first one, to determine if the page requested is in memory. If we have to check first, if it is in memory, our work is easy. We no need to bring it from that secondary memory. So that is the first point. If it is already in memory, the system will be saving that time, so required to bring out from that secondary memory, and it is faster for OS also to scan the table located in main memory, so than to retrieve from disk. And then second point, we have to check if that page is modified or not. If it is modified, it will be sent back to secondary storage. And third one, uh, which jobs are recently used, which pages are recently used, which are active, inactive, and everything we have to decide. Here we are doing so many page swapping policy schemes are used. why we are considering these things, whether the job is available in main memory, and whether any modifications or any updations are done in that pages, and then which jobs are active, inactive, like everything we are considering, no, why this, in order to make swapping easy. For example, if some other job needs any space in memory, means if we have these details only, it is easy for us to load the new page into memory. So only we are collecting all this informations, so it is easy for swapping in order to allocate room for new jobs. And then for example, consider here in memory 15 frames are available, and some are used by that operating system programs. Remaining only in remaining spaces only user can load the programs. User jobs can be loaded. Suppose we want to load a job, some other job, and there is not enough space in memory. What we have to do? What are some other jobs residing in memory? You know that we have to swap it. Then we have to load it. That's only given explanation given here. Example: 15 page frames are there, and 12 for user programs, 4 for OS programs. That's only given this right side column. No, right side memory, that is explained in this slide. And then now job 4 request for page 3 we brought into memory, and if there is no empty page frames is there, what to do? Then some other resident page must be swapped back to secondary storage, and our new page is loaded into any one of the page frame. And hardware components has to generate the address of the required page, and then page number, and it has to determine whether it is already in memory. Everything is handled by this hardware components. What a hardware this is a hardware instruction processing algorithm. It will start processing the instruction, and then generate the address, and then compute page number. It will, if the page is available in memory, then it will get data and finish it. And then if it is not available, interrupt will occur, and page fault handler will be called. If it is not in main memory, then page fault handler find out whether it is in secondary storage. So, and this OS, that is page fault handler, will takes over all these things. Again it will resume the processing after it find out the page, and that page is swapped to main memory. That handler will continue the processing. See, in this algorithm what is explained is, what first hardware start the processing instruction, and then it will generate that data address also, page number also. It will calculate page number calculation and all we will saw in that previous topic itself. We have to divide the size by that bytes, no, then we will get page number and then displacement value also. So this everything calculation is done by this hardware itself. And if the page is not available in main memory, that work and all handled by this page fault handler. Okay, and then it page fault handler do other works also, whether there are empty page frames are available, and if it is not available, that pages must be bring back to that main memory. And whether if all page frames are free, what to do, what decisions we have to make, which page must be swapped out. That page handling is, everything is handled out by this page fault handler, and then swapping is made. First we have to decide which page must be brought to secondary memory, which must be kept in main memory. Okay, then only we can do the swapping. And then demand paging, next algorithm. If there is no free page frame, what the page fault handler will do, it will select the page to be swapped out using, it will use a page removal algorithm. If you are doing whatever work, then and there the tables available also must be Updated, because in the table itself all the job details, that page frame details, memory address, everything is available. No, we are using 3 tables, so all the 3 tables must be updated when we are doing swapping and all. So that's given in that first 2-3 lines. Select the page to be swapped out, and then update the page map table, and then if the contents or if contents of that page is changed also, that must be brought into that secondary memory, and then updating all the tables also. Next, demand paging in. So before continuing this, everything must be updated, and then it will resumes that process. What are the drawbacks of this demand paging is excess amount of swapping is done between main memory and secondary memory. So this will make OS becomes inefficient. This is called as stashing. For example, if you are going to execute these instructions, and some are in page 0 and some are in page 1, and if there is only one empty page frame is available, then what we will do, one frame is available in memory but 2 pages must be swapped. First we have to kept page 0 into memory, it will execute, then the last instruction, then next instruction is available in page 1, then 0 is swapped to secondary memory, 1 is brought to main memory. That is, see the loop, it is 100 times is given, so swapping is done 100 times. So this is a main drawback of demand paging, that is swapping is done so many times. Okay, but memory utilization is very good. The thing is swapping, for swapping we are wasting a lengthy time. Okay, thank you students.